All right. So let's go back into the presentation. And if you have to share, that's okay. Keep sharing. I can come back to it. All right. So why mindfulness is so important these days, right? Maybe this is, sometimes I feel like this slide is so much self-explanatory, but like the question is so obvious why we need it now. But our mind, mental, emotional, and physical well-being are most important factor in making us productive at what we do, right? If you come to work, with a headache, or come to work with kind of issues at home, and all that kind of stuff affects us. We come to work as a whole person, right? We don't come to work just as our brain to go on the computer and work, or work with our clients, right? Agree, everybody? So obviously in today's environment, that's so important. And also for the last 2 years, we have seen so much changes happening. And if we want to be productive and resilient with all these changes that are coming our way, we need to be more aware of our own mental, emotional, and physical stress. If we are not aware that this is happening, we won't be able to manage, and it might get us sick, right? So the brain education mindfulness tools that you're going to experience today is just some techniques. As I said, some of it might be, you already know it, but some of the stuff might be something that you can incorporate into your daily practice. And at the end, I'm going to have a list of things that would be good to do every day. If you incorporate that into your day and make a habit out of it, all right? It's really a change of the mindset. It doesn't happen overnight. And those of you who have been doing it probably agree with me. But once you implement something, a practice in your day-to-day, then you almost can't give it up. It's one of those things that you kind of almost get addicted to it. It's a great addiction, though. So what is mindfulness again? Is so being aware of what is taking place in the present moment versus our mind wandering habitual or automatic ways of functioning. Right? How many of you, raise your hand, if you find your mind during the day working on something, all of a sudden you start thinking about something else? Anybody have that, or it's just me? Right? I am working on a project. I'm like, oh, wow, what I'm going to do tonight, I'm going to go home. Oh my gosh, whatever happened last night, it shouldn't have happened. I should have said this. I should have said that. I'm going to do this. Right? So our mind naturally, habitually, is wired almost through our lifetime to wonder like that, right? And it takes time for it to kind of rewire the mind and be able to have the master of it, be able to control what's going on, right? My mind wanders too, but I know that my mind is wandering, and I'm like, okay, come back to what you were doing. Some of the stuff I do that I'm going to show you, I do some of those things to be able to bring my mind back, right? So I am a kind of a practitioner too, as much as I teach these things. So I love this picture because it says sometimes, right, the mind is full of stuff, right? Full of stuff that I just said. It could be home life, it could be work life, it could be just drive to home, kids, school, all that kind of stuff. Our mind always full of stuff that is happening, right? Mindfulness is about having that focus and clear about this is what I am focusing now right now. I am right here in this moment working on this project, and my whole 100% focus is right here, right? So I always say mindfulness is not just sitting on your cross legs, putting your hands on your knees. That is not necessarily mindfulness. That is just practicing meditation, which is the next thing. But mindfulness is being aware of the present moment, what is happening right now, right? And it's easy to say, but I know it's not simple. I'm sorry, it's simple, it's not easy. So meditation is a mental training, right? So because the mind wanders, goes out and in, it's a way to train one's attention and used to help them calm the mind and become aware of our own thought stream, reacting and not reacting to the internal or external stimulus. Does that make sense? Thumbs up. Yes, you can chat or give me a thumbs up, right? So meditation is a way to bring the mind to the present moment. It's a practice, right, that we choose to do. And I always say it is like going to gym and you want to kind of strengthen a muscle, right? You go to gym and strengthen the muscle, you raise weight, all that kind of stuff, right? To strengthen the muscle. The same thing with the brain. We need to strengthen the muscles, as you say, the muscles of our brain to be strong enough to be able for us to come back to the present moment, right? And it's doable. It's definitely doable. Of course, nobody's kind of perfect, but it's a process that we go through to train our mind to be that. So this is my funky graph over here, present, past, and future. So our mind goes to the past, right? And goes to the future, right? We think about what happened a week ago, yesterday, an hour ago, or 5, 10 years ago. And we also think about what's going to happen in the future, right? What's going to happen tomorrow, long term, what I'm going to worry about, what's going to happen, right? So the mind constantly goes back and forth between past or the future. But guess what? The body doesn't go in the past or future, right? So that's why a lot of people that teach this kind of stuff, they say, bring your mind to your body. We believe the best way to bring your mind into your body is by stimulating the body. All right, so you're probably going to say, what the heck does that mean? I want to do this. I want you all to close your eyes and just focus on your body. Just close your eyes and focus on your body. Focus on your body. Focus on your body. Just 20 more seconds. Okay, great. So that was 30 seconds. Okay. So now I want you to do this. I want you to close your eyes like you did before, right? And I just want you to tap your fingertips like this. Relax your shoulders, shake your fingertips, and then tap your fingertips. Close your eyes and try to do the same thing. Bring your mind into your body, focusing on your fingertips, the sensation of your body. Just 30 more seconds. Feel your fingertips. Feel your fingertips. Feel the vibration in your fingertips. Good job. Now, stop and just feel, put your hands down and feel your fingertips and feel your body. Breathe in and breathe out. One more time, breathe in and breathe out. Great. Awesome. So tell me on the chat box, 1 or 2. The first one was closing your eyes, focusing on your body. The second one was tapping your fingertips. Which one were you able to focus your mind better? Either way is okay. Some people do better on the first one than the second. There's no right or wrong answer. I just want you to experience it yourself. 1 or 2? 2. Okay. 1. Okay. Good. If you are in a group together, guys, you can just take a vote on each other and write something here. You don't have to give me every one of them. Okay, good. All right. Good. So everybody is different, right? Some of us might be more experienced in focusing inside, have more practice meditation. So number 1 works for most people, but majority of people, number 2 works better. Majority of people, my experience, majority of people, number 2 works better. Okay. Awesome. Thank you so much. Great. So one more slide, and then we do some work together. Okay. So let me come in here. So, all right. How many of you have heard about oxygen mass theory? You probably can guess it, but have anybody heard about as a theory, right? Right? Teachers probably have heard about it, right? So oxygen mass theory is this. So when we go on the plane, right, the first thing they say as a safety measure, if anything goes wrong, the mask fall off, put it on your face before you help somebody else, right? When I was a young mother and I took my son with me on the plane, the first time he was like 1.5 years. When I heard that, I'm like, no, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to get away first, obviously not realizing. But the point of this is, if I cannot breathe, right? If I cannot breathe, I cannot help somebody else. So what's the analogy here? The analogy here is that if we don't care of ourselves, if we don't do, well, I guess simply to say, we can't give what we do not have, right? We can't give what we do not have. So we need to be taking care of ourselves, and that is not selfish, of ourselves, especially when we are in a service environment, right? If we don't take care of ourselves, our own health of physical, mental, emotional well-being, then it's hard for us to take care of other people. And I say, we can do it. Obviously, I see a lot of folks come here, they're stressed out, empty. And that's because they're not paying attention to their own well-being. They just give so much to outside that they become empty. But it doesn't have to be that way. It doesn't have to be that way. It's just a habit, kind of a lifestyle that we need to incorporate in order to take care of ourselves. So we can take better care of other people. Does that make sense to anybody? Are you guys saying like I'm crazy? No? Or it's impossible? Anybody? It's okay to disagree with me. Anybody? No? Okay, awesome. You probably feel it. I didn't have to explain this to you. You probably knew it already. So let me ask you this question. How stressed are you? And how do you face stress? How do you deal with your stress, I guess? All right. So in the chat box, if you are in a group, you can chit chat with each other.
Believe it or not, my meeting's canceled, but training is not.
Hey, Jill, you're not.
So I don't have that opening tomorrow morning.
What's
I
happening?
can meet tomorrow, either later.
Jill, you're the host. You can mute her.
Yeah. I'm muting. Okay. I think she's on the thing. Okay. So the question, what stresses you and how do you face stress? If you type in a chat box, would be awesome. You guys type in a chat box. Multiple priorities. Okay. A lot of pressure on myself to be successful at all areas of my life, right? Time management, exercise, conflict. Yeah. Conflicts, all kind of conflicts. Balancing goals, demands, and needs, needing to raise more money every year, shifting goalposts, time management, meeting all needs. Okay. Meeting all needs. So also tell me if you do, maybe you don't, but what do you do for your stress? Oh, somebody said exercise. Okay. So you go home and, okay, see a different side. Good. Journaling. That's awesome. Busy schedule, health concern. Okay. Often feel stress. Motherhood mechanisms. Right. Reading, journaling, walking. Awesome. Walking with the dog, hiking with the dog. Awesome. Being in nature is the best thing, right? Exercise help me quiet down. Prayer, meditation, nature. Awesome. Great. Relaxing, breathing, and nature. Great. Thank you, everybody. Thank you so much. So I agree that we're going for a walk, taking the time, kind of zoning out, let everybody out. That's great practice to go home and de-stress, right? But do you find sometimes during the day, kind of things are going hectic and you can't really do that, right? You can't say, hey, wait a minute, guys, I can't do this now. I'm going to go out for a walk. But maybe you can. I used to do that at work sometimes at lunchtime. But a lot of times that's not possible, right? But some of these things that I'm going to show you are possible to do at work time, right? I used to do them all the time when I was at work. So we are going to practice these stuff. So the first one is breathing, right? Breathing, simple. So what I want you to do, I want to close your eyes. I give you guys 1 minute. 1 minute from now, I want to just focus on your breath. It doesn't have to be deep. Just naturally breathe in and breathe out. And the best thing would be if you count your breath. Count your breath just for 1 minute, okay? Starting now. 1 minute. Just focus on the breath. Just watch the breath in and out. In and out. Just 10 more seconds. Awesome, we can stop. How did that feel? Simple, right? There's nothing like crazy about it, right? But do we take a minute in a day to just focus on our breath? We get so wrapped up in everything going on, we don't do that. So, so let's do some simple stretching together, all right? So I want you just drop your head down and with your head, make a circle through the left. Big circle. Feel every angle of your neck. Drop the shoulders, head back to the side and back, side and then go the other direction. You might feel a different sensation in your neck. That's okay, just watch. Good job, 2 more. And 1 more. Awesome, come back to the center, good. Put your palms in front of each other like this. And then take a deep breath in, move the hands above your head, breathe in. And then as you breathe out, slowly bring your hands down. 2 more times. Breathe in, push your hands up. Big smile. Even if you have to fake it, and bring your hands down. Good, last one, breathe in. And breathe out. Good job, awesome. Put your hands on your shoulder. Do the best you can. Bring your elbows together. And then bring your hands up, go all the way back, push the shoulder blades together and come down. You guys feel kind of tension in your shoulders? That's perfectly normal. Good. Go all the way back. Good job. Up, back, open the chest, push the shoulder blades and come down. One more, up. And down. Now go the other direction. Drop your hand down, go back and come forward. Go back, shoulder blades, chest, forward. Good, 3 more. Or 2 more, sorry. Good, 1 more. Ah, good job. Come to the edge of your chair, shake your shoulders up and down. Good job. Good. Awesome. So the next one, we hold a lot of tension in our shoulders and neck, but the other part that we hold in our shoulders is our hips. Okay. So if you can stand up, or you can do it on your chair, that's okay too. Good. Let me pin myself so you see me big. Pin. Okay. All right. So hip rotation. So it's simple. Hands on your knees, hands on your hips. Drop your knee down and rotate your hip. Rotate your hip. The upper body doesn't move much. Just the hip moves. Whew. And remember, mindfulness, while our mind goes all over the place, but the body stays the same in the same spot in the present moment. So to be present right now, just focus on the sensation of your hips, your knees, your ankles, your feet on the floor. Good, and then go the other direction. Feel your knees, your ankle, even on your feet, how the weight goes from around your foot, right? Watch that. That is being present. That is being present. Good job. Awesome. Come to the center, put the hand behind you. Maybe you want to hold on to the chair or something. I want to bring one leg up and make a circle, bring it down. Okay, hold on to the wall. Up, out, and down. Good. One more time. Up, out, and down. Good job. Up, back, and down. Let's do one more time. Big circle. Take your time. Great. Now let's go the other direction. So we're coming forward. I want you to go backwards. Backwards and forward. Go from the back to front. Back to the front. Feel your hips. You're doing great. Good. Let's one more side. One more side. Good job. Awesome. Good. Hands on your hip again. Drop your hip down and rotate your hip. Rotate your hip. Good. And then go the other direction. Whew. Good job. Awesome. Come back to the center and then have a seat. Good. How's everybody feeling? Do you feel a little bit less in your head, right? Just simple movements. We can only do like 1 minute of each. 1 minute breathing, 1 minute shoulder, and 1 minute of whatever I did after that, right? I don't remember. Oh, the neck one, right? And the hip one, right? So simple things, but I don't believe the challenge is not necessarily doing these exercises. The challenge is being mindful to watching the mind and the body and make yourself to do it, right? Because we get so wrapped up in our daily life as things happen. So being mindful is realizing, oh my God, I am in my head so much. Let me bring the energy down, bring my mind into my body. So the mind is quiet and I can actually be more productive when I'm working. So I'm getting a little bit ahead of myself, but let me share again the slide. Okay, so don't worry about this. I'm gonna give you again at the end. So quickly about autonomic nervous system and what it has to do with the stress. So our body, our autonomic nervous system has two parts, parasympathetic and sympathetic, right? So for millions of years, through our ancestors that lived millions of years before us, our body, the autonomic nervous system has not changed. We have these two, and the goal of our nervous system is to keep us safe, right? So whenever the nervous system believes that we are in danger, right, our life is in danger, it activates the sympathetic nervous system to get us out of the danger, right? So the sympathetic nervous system is fight and flight. The parasympathetic is rest and digest. The best way for me to kind of visualize this is our ancestors, right? They used to run from danger all the time, living in a wild, right? So if they had to run away from a tiger, right, for example, they run away from the tiger, then they stay or fight, or they decide to run, right? So they flight. So they run away, they go to a cave, right? If they weren't eaten by the tiger at that time, they rest and digest, right? And then they go about their lives. So what happens though, our body still have the same system, and we're not running away from tigers anymore, right? But there are other things in our life that happens that makes us feel that fear, feel that stress, and our body automatically goes into the fight and flight mode. And we are so much in here that we do not go into the rest and digest. And that's why these days it gets so hard. So the body's stress response is to shift the blood, oxygen, and nutrition from the internal organs to the brain and large muscle in our arms and the legs. And even though we're not running away from anything, but that's our body's automatic response to the stress, right? So guess what happens when the blood and nutrition doesn't come to your internal organs, right? Because if I'm gonna get eaten by a tiger, it doesn't matter if my food is digested or not, right? So, but my legs needs to be strong. So the blood and energy goes into my legs, into my heart to pump the blood out into my body, right? And we can, so we can fight or flight. So unintentionally, we prolong the stress response by thinking about the stress and remembering the stress, right? Our body doesn't know that we are not in that stress mode anymore, but we remember. A simple thing would be, we are driving, right? And suppose the car in front of you slapped on the brake and stops. You stop and you don't hit the guy, right? But your body goes into this stress mode still that, oh my gosh, I might hit this guy in front of me, right? So some of us, that interaction, that incident, we like take a deep breath, oh good, it didn't happen, thanks God, and we continue. But some of us might take a long time to get over it. We keep remembering, oh my gosh, I could have got in an accident this morning, right? Does that make sense? So that might happen in like an example, different ways that we remember that stress, and our nervous system doesn't know that this is not happening anymore. They believe that really we went through the same experience again. So our sympathetic dominant lifestyle is actually a constant stress, and suspended or parasympathetic, the rest and digest, is suspended because we're always in the fight and flight one, not the rest and digest one. So the result is a body that is always in a fight and flight, our energy is low because it has to keep up with that, or we feel tired, our nerves are tired, organs and muscles are weak, and right? And kind of weaken immunity in general. So what happens in our brain? So I tell you all these things, they're like, okay, now what, right? I have my life and these stresses are in my life. So what has helped me over the last 17 years is knowing these 5 steps of brain education, right? And over time, I have been able to kind of walk through each one of these. And it's not necessarily I master one and I get to step 5 and that's it. Begin a master. It's not. It's constantly kind of going through these steps and becoming more and more deeper, more aware, and doing them more productively. Okay. So do you guys want to know about them? Yes. Actually, let me go through them here first. So step 1 is brain sensitizing. So this thing, right? Moving the body, stretching that we're going to do a little bit more of, all of that is sensitizing the body, right? Just moving the body through tapping or through moving to sensitizing, bring our mind into our physical body. Number two is brain versatilizing, having a flexible mind and also flexible body, right? Number three is brain refreshing, really releasing the negative emotions and thoughts for healing and renewal. Number four is brain integrating, realizing that my brain and body connected and kind of reshape our core values so we can live a more healthier, more aware life. And number five is being the master of our brain, being the master of our mind and being able to control it as at the time that we want to, right? So let's go through each one of them. I don't think I have be able to go through all five, but I think I get the first three. The first one is brain sensitizing. So body tapping, stretching, intestine exercise, they're all exercises to strengthen the brain-body connection and kind of wake up our senses and really take our body into that rest and digest mode. And it also increases our energy sensitivity. The benefits are we cultivate mindfulness, focus, concentration, and also physical vitality. Okay, before I get into this next one, I wanted you guys to, fire up, fire down is a principle that part of the brain sensitizing. So I want you to put your hand on your head, okay, and tell me, number one, my head is hot. Number two, my head is cool compared to temperature of your hands. One or two. You know what, let me just, you don't have to type it. Let me just extend this. Okay, just with your fingertips, tell me one or two. Number one, my head is hot. Number two, my head is cool. Hot, cold. Two, my head, that's good, 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 good. Most of you one. Yeah, I have been talking, so I'm also one. My head is actually hot, okay? All right, so number two. Now, the second one is put your hands on your abdomen. You can put it under your shirt on your abdomen. And tell me if your abdomen is hot or is cold. Number one is hot. Number two is cold. One or two. Two, cold. Cold, hot. Okay. One. I'm trying to see everybody's picture. Okay, some of you are hot. One of them are cold. All right. Perfect. Okay. So let me explain why did I ask you to do this crazy exercise. So our body is amazing, right? We have this natural system in our body to circulate the energy, right? So the heart, our heart creates fire energy and our kidneys create water energy. So in a normal circulation of the energy, the hot energy of the heart goes down into your core, make the core warm. Okay, and the cold energy of our kidneys goes on back of our head, cools off our head. Okay, so those of you that had a cool head means that you had what you had actually the right system here. You had the right circulation of the energy. Right, so keep up whatever you're doing. You have the right circulation of the energy. Right, those of us that had a hot head is because we had the reverse energy circulation. And I'm going to talk about that in a minute. So the same thing is in nature, right? So our body is a microcosm of the nature. The hot energy of the sun, one example, is come down into the water, into the ocean, and the cool energy of the water goes up and makes a cloud and rains and circulates like that, right? When this circulation is opposite, the environment is not in a healthy situation, right? Too much sun or maybe too much water, right? Too much rain or too much sun, right? Not enough rain, right? So our body is the same way, exactly the way the nature is. So when the hot, so the water energy from kidneys goes up to the head, I said this already, and the fire energy from our brain kind of goes hard down into the lower abdomen. Right, so this creates the ideal energy balance in our body. Okay, so what happened is when we have a strong core, that the energy in our core actually is like a magnet bringing the energy down to our core, right? And chest, heart, the energy gets stuck in our chest. So think about it, when we are under stress, right? We probably have like a tighter chest, right? Our heart is kind of tight. So that energy doesn't go into our abdomen, hot energy goes up to your head and make the head hot, right? As a result, the intestine are actually cold versus supposed to be hot. So these exercises that we're going to do in a minute help us to circulate that energy more. So these are examples of when we have hot head, dry eye, mouth, stiff neck, shoulder, insomnia. We get irritated maybe easily because we have so much fire energy in our head, chest feeling constricted, being anxious and nervous, various nervous system. So you know how we have said somebody's hot-headed, right? It's not a compliment, right? We tell somebody's hot-headed, that means that, you know, they have too much over here. So they might be anxious, they might have kind of nervousness in them. So what happens is the water energy sinks down into the belly, all sort of digestive problem might happen, and you can gain weight easily. The mental health might be poor, immunity is weakened, and because of these numbers that you can actually look them up. 95% of serotonin and 50% of dopamine are in the gut. They're created in the gut. So when the gut is not functioning well, these hormones are not created in our body as much as we need it. And immunity, 70% of immune cells are also in our gut, right? And I'm not going to get too much into the gut and brain connection because that would take us another hour. So simple rules: when your head feels overheated, remember this one thing: no matter what, you have to bring the heat down to go to your abdomen. Exercise your core and the lower body to generate the heat, and then the upper body and head do the opposite and they cool down. Okay, so the answer to having a busy mind is not to say, hey, stop thinking, a busy mind is not good for you. The answer is to activate the gut, activate the core, and as a result, the mind quiets down. Okay, you guys want to exercise it? Yes? No? Yes? Okay, let me now share. Okay. Sorry, I didn't see all your responding. Okay. All right, so let's do this. So I want you to stand up and then we're just gonna do walking. We're gonna do walking in place. Walking in place. All right. So I want you to just stomp your feet on the floor. So it's not a regular walk. I want you to, like the ball of your foot, I want you to touch the ball of your foot to the floor first before the heel. Okay, and bring your knee up as much as you can. These are great exercises, by the way, to do with the kids too. Good. Feel your legs. Feel your legs. Relax the upper body. The upper body is relaxed. You don't want the upper body to be tight at all. Just move your hand naturally and move your legs up and down. Okay, and the last instruction, have a big smile. Good. Smiling make your brain bright. Good job. One more minute. Keep relaxing the upper body. Just move the lower body. So keep going. 30 more seconds. Don't forget to smile. Breathe out. Good job. And slowly, I think it's 30 seconds. 10 more seconds. Hold on a second. Awesome. Slowly stop. Take a deep breath in. Open your hands. And as you breathe out, drop your body down. Breathe out. Bring your hands up above your head. Breathe in. Feel the back. And as you breathe out, drop your body down and breathe out. One more time. Breathe in. Some of you might have saliva in your mouth. That's a good sign. That means you bring your water to your head. Breathe out. One more time. Breathe in. Feel the back. And slowly open your hands to the side and bring your hands up. Good job. Awesome. The next one, I don't have it there, but I want to do it. It's chest opening. Actually, I do have it there. Bring your hands up like this. I'll come forward. So you want your elbow, if you can, to your shoulder height. Good. And then you want to move the upper body to the left and the right. Don't move your head. You can feel dizzy. Keep your head looking forward. Just move the elbows in and out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 more. 1, 2, 3. Tender shoulders are okay. Keep going. Nothing gonna happen. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Last 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 more. No, I'm kidding. Bring your hands down. Good job. And shake it off. Woo, shake it off, shake it off. Good. And then swing your body to left and right. Swing your body to left and right. Good job. Awesome. So last exercise I want to do is actually 2 more, is core strengthening. So any core strengthening is good, but for the purpose of us today, we're going to do squats. Okay? Hands on your hips and go down and push your feet to the floor and come up. Go down, push your toes to the floor and come up. Push your heels, push your toes. Heels and toes. Heels and toes. Good. 10 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Take your time. 7, 8, 9, 10. Awesome. Shake it off. Shake it off. Okay. Swing to left and right. Close your eyes. Feel your fingertips. Feel your toes. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Awesome. Good job. All right. So one more exercise. We don't do too much of it, but I want you to know how to do it. So make your fingertips like this. Thumbs together, index finger together. Put your thumb on your belly button. I'm going to come close so you just see my belly. Abdomen, lower abdomen. So my thumb is on my belly button. And there's like a triangle here. I'm going to move this triangle in and out. You don't have to go with your breathing, even though you can. But for this purpose of exercise, just move the abdomen in and out. It's not abdominal breathing. It's just exercising our intestine. Remember how I said we have a lot of tension in our intestine, in our abdomen because of a lifestyle? So this is a great exercise to release that tension from our gut. So from side, I'm pushing it in and pulling it in and pushing it out. Pulling it in, pushing it out. Got it? In, out. Good. in, out, in, out, in, out, in, out, in, out, in, out. This is an exercise you can do all the time. You can do it while you're driving. So if the person in front of you hit the brake, you're nice and calm, like, oh, it's okay. I just stopped the car, nothing can happen. Because your fire is in your belly. Whew, breathe out. Awesome, good job, Rob, abdomen. Good. Okay, so let's do our temperature check again. Check your head and check your abdomen. Tell me if you have a hot, cold, hot belly, cool head. Cool head, hot belly, or cooler or hotter. Mine is that my head is a little cooler. Anybody not? No? You feel it? Okay. Belly much warmer. Awesome. Thank you, Stacy. Head is cooler too. Awesome. That's great. Thank you so much for sharing. I feel my head, like the fire in my head kind of comes up. I still have saliva in my mouth. Awesome. Both warmer than before, but not super hot. Okay. That's okay too. That's okay too. All right. Awesome. So let me go back to my slides again. So we did these. The only thing I added was intestinal exercise because I worry at the end, I won't have time to show you. For core exercise, chest opening and stretching, okay? Okay. So number 2, brain versatilizing. So flexibility of resilience in our body and our mind. So by that, I always make that analogy about life changes happen to us all the time, right? So the skill that hopefully we gather through our lifetime is how to surf these waves and not the waves kind of take us, right? If we have the flexible mind, we'll be able to see these waves coming and realize how to surf this wave that is coming my way instead of letting go and taking me down, right? Sometimes the waves that come in my life are too strong and they take me down. But I am aware that, oh, I let this one take me. And through doing exercises, I bring myself back, right? So it's all about what I said at the beginning. It's all about being mindful. It's about what our mind is doing, observing our mind, observing our emotions, observing our physical body, all right? So the brain-body coordination exercise is a great way to create that flexibility in our mind, right? So the 2 of them, we're going to do it together, is pinky thumb, I call it, and plate balancer, all right? And we're going to do it together. So let me tell you what the benefits are. So brain versatilizing, utilizing neuroplasticity of the brain to make brain more flexible and adaptable, right? And the expected benefit is that we're able to accept changes more readily and increase creativity capacity to recognize new patterns of thoughts and actions and have a more resilient mindset, right? So it's a physical activity, but doing this physical activity really trains our mind, right? So our brain, most of you probably know this, but I'm going to say it anyway to complement it. Our brain has a left and a right side, right? Everybody knows that. So the right side of our brain controls the left side of our body. The left side of the brain controls the right side of your body, right? So when we are doing any exercises that we have to shift from the left to right, we connect the left and right side of our brain more. And as a result, the brain becomes more versatilized, right? Some of us are more left brain, like when I was going through my studies, the first 40 years of my life, I was an engineer, so very technical, very logical, and my whole life was like that too. But there are other people that are more abstract thinkers, right? So, but we need both of these part of our brain to be well, to function as good as they can, all right? So any of these exercises are good to activate the connection between left and right side of our brain and make it more versatile, all right? Are you guys ready to try it? Right? Okay, so bring your fist like this. Okay, on one hand, bring your pinky up. On the other hand, bring your thumb up. Okay, bring them in. And then the opposite hand, pinky, thumb. In. Pinky, thumb. In. Pinky, thumb. In. Can you do it? Ah. So anytime we learn something new, what does the brain says? The brain says, oh, come on, you can't do this. What are you talking about? Right? We have this talk going in your head that's like, hey, something new, I don't want to, right? But keep watching the mind that's speaking like that. Say, no, I'm going to do it. So I'm going to, okay, shake it off. Shake it off. So I'm going to tell you a secret. We're going to do it step by step. All right. So pinky, thumb. Thumb in, pinky in. Pinky out, thumb out. Thumb in, pinky in. Pinky out, thumb out. In, out, out, in. You guys are good. Out, out, in, out. Keep watching the mind. What's happening? Tell the mind to be quiet. I'm doing this. Okay, now close your eyes and just see if you can do it without watching the judgmental mind. Let it go. Let all the judgment go. All right, and to have a big smile and breathe out. Whew. Have you been holding your breath? Breathe out. Breathe out. Ah, I can do it. I can do it. Kids, by the way, love this. They get better at it so quickly. See, the brain is not as kind of hard as ours is. All right, good job. Yay. Shake off your hands. Good, 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 good. Was that fun? Yeah? Good. Some of you are like, no, it wasn't fun. I hope you enjoyed it. All right. So the next one is plate balancing. This one is more physical and really helps to be your mind more kind of connected. So let's stand up for this one. You can be sitting down too by standing up. All right. So I want to bring both of your hands up on the front. Good. Now one hand, I'm going to be your mirror. So the left hand, bring it in toward your body. Push it all the way back, palms always up. Don't turn your palms down. Imagine you have something very precious on your palm you don't want to drop. And bring it all to your side. Okay, and then come back in. And go up. So let's practice this a couple of times. In, back, side. So the palm is twisted. Yeah, I mean, not the palm is twisted, the elbow twisted, the shoulder twisted. Good. And then come back in. Good. The other hand. In, back, side. Twisted elbow, arm, and palms. And then come in, back, forward. Good. One more time. In, back, side, and come back. Good job. Now we're gonna do, let's go back to the left hand, in, back, side, but this time, come to the front, make a circle over your head, palms up and come in. And go back a little bit, right? So come in, go back, palms twisted up, make a circle in front of you, go over your head, and come back. Good job. Let's do the other hand. In, back, side. front, circle over your head, and come down. Yay, one more time. In, back, side, over the head, and come back. Again, breathe out and smile. The more you move your body, the easier it gets. Good. Now let's try 3 times with both hands. In, back, side, cross your hands in front of you, and go back and come down. Let me come a little closer. So in, back, side. Cross your hands in front of you, palms up. Go back. Feel the back. Come down. Yay. Now I want you to close your eyes 2 more times. In, back. Doesn't matter how you do it. Just move the body. And come back. 1. One more. And 2. Good job. Palms in front of your chest. Breathe in, push your hands up. And as you open your hands out, push the shoulder blades and bring your hands down. Whew. One more time. Palms together, push your hands up. Open, up, 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 up. And stretch. Feel the shoulder blades, feel the arm breath. Good. Move your hands to the side. And slowly, slowly stretch your fingertips and bring your hands down. Good job. One last one. Breathe in, push your hands up. To the side. And slowly bring your hands down. Good job. Awesome. Shake it off. Good. Good. How did that feel? Okay. Good. Everybody good with me still? Okay, awesome. Let me share the next step then. So this one was brain versatizing. The next one is brain refreshing. So it's about emotional balance, creating a fresh frame of mind by releasing unhelpful information, emotional energy. The key exercise are healing and energy healing exercise and brain breathing. And benefits are self-confidence, emotional resilience, and positive outlook. Okay, so the activities here are these. We're not going to do all of these necessarily here, but how to let go of, actually, let me go back. I want you to practice this exercise. I say my emotions are not me, they're mine. Okay, what does that mean? Let's practice this. I want you to say, I have stress. Just say it a few times. I have stress. Close your eyes and say, I have stress. I'm sorry, not I have stress. Say, I am stressed. I got ahead of myself. So I am stressed. I am stressed. I am stressed. I am stressed. And just feel your body as you say that. I am stressed. 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 Okay. Now watch your body. Any sensation in your body, just connect to that. Like for me, for example, I feel tension in my throat. I feel tension in my chest when I say that. I am stressed. Okay. Might be different for everybody. All right. Now, I want to say this. I want you to close your eyes and say, I have stress. 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 Yeah, good job. Take a deep breath in and breathe out. Whew. Good. So what's the difference? Anybody felt any difference? Just tell me yes or no. Was it a difference between the two? Yes? In your body, did you feel a difference? Some of you? Okay, that's okay. So what's the difference between them? So when I say I am stressed, right? I'm identifying to the stress. It's like stress is me, right? But when I say I have stress, it's just I have this phone in my hand and I'm going to put it down. Right? I am the owner of this emotion. The emotion is not me, but it's mine. That's why that title is there. So the emotions are not me, they are mine. Next time you have any kind of tough emotions coming up, I want you to practice this. Say, I am angry. Well, you might usually be say, I'm angry, for example, right? I'm angry. But I want to switch that mindset and say, I have anger, right? Anger is not me. I just have this anger. It's like I have my phone in my hand and I can put it down, right? It's not easy necessarily, but we just have to get in the habit of watching these emotions that are coming up, right? The more we watch it, the better we can manage it, like I said at the beginning, right? If we don't know these emotions coming, we won't know how to deal with them, right? So the first step is watching them, right? Oh, I have anger, right? The second step is accepting that I have this anger, right? So the first step is say, oh yeah, I guess this thing made me angry, right? The second step is accepting that, yes. And then the third step is taking action, right? Okay, now that I have this anger, am I going to punch a wall or I'm going to go for a walk? Right? Versus if I don't go through that process, I might just get angry at the person and start yelling at the person, or maybe punch the person, I don't know, right? But the point is being mindful about the actions we are taking because of that emotion. Okay? So there are many exercises that we can do, but I picked for today is, we're not going to do hot face, angry face because we don't have time, but I'm going to send you guys a video of that one. Stretching and toe touching, chest opening, and bow and arrow. So these emotions that we have, they are all in our body. So even the exercises that we did this, right? The chest opening, if you have tension in the chest, through moving the body, you can release that emotion, right? But let's do, because we have done some stretching, let's do the brainwave vibration and the other three, okay? All right. So brainwave vibration is like this. You might kind of feel it's a little weird, but trust me, it helps a lot. I want you to make a fist like this. I'll bring the camera down. Make a fist like this, okay? And then lower abdomen, the same place you're moving in and out. With your fist, I want you to tap your lower abdomen. It doesn't have to be a hard tap. I want you to just relax your shoulders and feel the vibration you're creating as you tap. And then the brain vibration part of it is moving your head to left and right. Move your head to left and right. Move the head and breathe out. You just got to do it for 1 more minute. Move your head to left and right and tap your head. Let the energy come down into your. Breathe in and make sure to breathe out your mouth. Breathe out all that tension. In and out. Breathe out. Good job. Awesome. Slowly, slowly stop. Put your hands on your knees, palms facing up. Keep your eyes closed and take a deep breath in. And breathe out. Breathe in. Imagine the energy of the breath coming in from top of your head, like a column of energy. And as you breathe out, make a big smile. Breathe in. And as you breathe out, big smile. Good job. Now slowly bring your hands in front of your chest. We're going to do energy meditation. So fingertips, gently tap your fingertips. Tap your fingertips. Good job. Now slowly stop and rub your hands. Rub your hands. Awesome. And then slowly stop and feel your palm sensation against each other. Feel the sensation. Now slowly, slowly, I want you to open your palms away from each other. As you breathe in, open the palms away from each other. As you breathe out, bring your palms back together. Breathe in, open the palms away from each other. Breathe out, bring them back together. Watch the chatter of a mind quieting down. Feel your heartbeat. Feel your palms. And just focus on your palms. Focus on your breath. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. Slowly have your palms face your chest. Feel the sensation on your palms or your chest with no expectation. Feel your fingertips, feel your palms. Breathe in, move your hands away from your chest. Breathe out, bring healing, cosmic energy into your chest. Breathe in, open the palms away from your chest. Breathe out, bring it back to your chest. I want you to put your hands on your chest. And a simple phrase to yourself, say, I am okay. Despite all that is happening, I am okay. I am okay. I am okay. I am okay. Good job. Take one more deep breath in. And breathe out. Awesome. So how's everybody feeling? Can we share to just, I have a couple more slides I want to share you to summarize, but I want to hear from a couple of people how they felt. You can write on the chat box or just unmute and talk. Oh, let me shut off the music. There you go. Emotional. That's okay. That's all right. And we do that, a lot of emotions that we haven't dealt with might come up. It's okay. It's actually a good sign. It's not that many times in the day that we tell ourselves we are okay.
Very unemotional, very relaxed, very unemotional, sort of blank mind, and physically open.
Awesome. Thank you so much for sharing. Anybody else likes to share? Let's hear one more. Come on, I know it's shy on the Zoom. I don't know why people get too shy on the Zoom, but you don't have to be.
I just feel really
I'm sure you were together, you were all talking together.
I feel very calm.
Yes, go ahead. Go ahead. I can hear you.
Oh, I just said I feel very calm.
You feel very calm. Okay. Okay. Good. 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 Anybody else? No? Okay, I love feeling the key radiant between my palms and bring it to my chest. Yes. Yes. That's amazing, huh? And we all have this ability to do it, right? It's not like a voodoo thing. We all have it. It's just our body has magnetic energy in it, right? So we're just connecting to that energy inside of our body, right? Okay, so let me summarize. I only have like 7 more minutes. And I just have like 3 more slides I want to share with you guys. And then where are you? Here we go. Okay, so how to manage my energy at home. These are like a couple of things. The number 1 is breathing. Count your breath for 1 minute and take notes. What did I feel as I was doing this? Okay. Number 2 is move your body, right? The more we move our body, specifically move our body to the extreme. So those of you that are physically active, move it to the extreme. Like go for a run or do a lot of push-ups, do a lot of squats, do a lot of everything, right? If not, if the body is not as kind of physically active, start slow. Just go for a walk, right? Move the body. You can do exercises that we just did. Example of a neck shoulder exercise. Tapping exercise, tapping fingertips. Sometimes with the kids, I actually do tapping their head very gently. Some of them think it's funny, but it's okay. They're releasing tension from the head. Tap back of your head, tap the chest, tap the face. It's really calming to just tap the body, right? Tap the shoulders, all that, and body and brain. And then brainwave vibration. Maybe do it like 1 or 2 minutes before even you go into bed, or do it in the morning before you get started. I usually do it in the morning before I get started. I do a long time of it, but you guys don't have to. And number 5, doing energy meditation, right? All you need to do is roll up your hands, feel your hands, and then move them away. Right? That's it. It's very simple. Put a nice music on, but you don't have to, right? Just activate all the sensory. Remember, our fingers, our palms, has the most number of nerves ending in our palms, any other part of our body. That's why when we hurt, something hurts, we put our hands on it automatically, because our palms are healing, right? So when we do this, everybody can feel it. It just takes the focus of the mind if you don't feel it at the beginning. You just have to focus, all right? So these are the 5 things I'm gonna leave you with. And again, as I said, I'm gonna send it out to you guys. And keep your belly warm and your head cool, right? And exercise your core. Create a habit of doing mindful exercises every day. And meditation, breathing, tapping. Create a list for yourself and say, every morning I'm gonna do this one thing. Middle of a day, I'm gonna take a break. Before I go to bed, I'm gonna do these things, right? Make a schedule. You're worth it. The body, we have to pay attention of this body, right? We have to take care of it. Otherwise, there's too much out there to take us with it, right? There are many waves out there, but we don't want to get swallowed by the waves. And teach your student exercises to move their body and focus on the breath. And I think Cindy had given you some of these exercises already, some of you. And lastly, we have 2 YouTube channels. If you type either one of these, Brain Education TV or Earth Management TV, they both have many, many meditation exercises that you can do. Everything we did today is in the Brain Education TV, everything. And Earth Management TV is more about managing humans, ourselves, and everybody around us, physically, emotionally, and also as a result, when you take care of the humans, then you're taking care of the earth too, right? Imagine at the earth that everybody can find peace and happiness inside of them, right? It seems like such a tall order, but it's not really, it's not that complicated, right? So with that, I'm gonna finish. I'm gonna be here for any question anybody has. Thank you so much for coming. It was a pleasure to be with you all. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Sholeh. That was wonderful.
Oh, you're welcome. You're very, very welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Very
You're
good.
welcome.
Thank you.